Hello, everyone, and I know I should actually cover this episode by episode, but I think it's better just to lop them together. So this is part one of Ninjago. I'm just gonna say Ninjago, the next chapter in the events that occurred. So everyone knows that the tournament happened, and if you guys missed the tournament part, the fact that you had, yeah, all that stuff happening, and you find out, oh my gosh, there's more elementals than you actually believe. Instead of 5, there's actually 16 in all. Actually 17 if you include water. Which, holy crap. But we'll get to that in a minute. Like, oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's get started. So, after the tournament slash the pandemic that happened because of the tournament, you have the Night Watchman, which was a bit of a jerk. I mean, it's too soon to diss Garmadon like that. It really is too soon. I mean, does the Night Guard know exactly what happened? The Night Watchman, the fact that Garmadon sacrificed his own life so he can save everyone. You didn't hear about that? And yeah, it's like, I get it. Yeah, that's the dark version of Garmadon, but still, it's like, it's too soon, man. That's kind of hurt. That's a little bit painful. But anyways, we get the ghosts that we see previously that got released, and well, it actually was one ghost apparently, and they had a kind of shout out to Freddy Knights, or Freddy or whatever that crap game I don't care about. Yeah, so they had a little shout out because they had like Lloyd Tarkin. Yeah, Lloyd in robotic animatronic form speaking, and it wasn't even plugged in or something. And yeah, so the ninjas have their dragons, which, yeah, the elemental dragons, because the other dragon, you have yet to know what happened to him. Yeah, the 4-headed dragon, he has disappeared, most likely somewhere. But anyways, they have new gear slash gi slash uniforms. Yeah, it's all black this time, which kind of brings the point of, so Cole used to be always the black ninja, but now he adopted gray to go with the black. Okay then. So anyways, they have a target. They have someone they have to deal with called Fangfish, or this big fish that was eating all of the fish and kind of screwing over a community. So they caught him and everything. Pixel is present, but still in voice form only. Lloyd is feeling a bit down about his dad being gone and everything, which makes sense. Wu now has a tea shop called Steep Wisdom. That was kind of interesting. I mean, I guess, yeah, he has to rebuild, because let's not forget his, I'm gonna say, yeah, his dojo. I was gonna say temple, but his dojo got destroyed in some seasons ago. So that means that he needs to have a new place where he can call home. So why not call it? Yeah, so why not have a tea shop? Because he definitely likes tea shop, and it looks like Lloyd's mom is hanging out with Wu. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that subject. But anyways, the thing that was troubling is the fact of, he said, the power is inside you. You should not. You've been using your elemental powers lately. It's not a good idea to use them. The power is inside you. And it's like, yeah, the power is inside. And I was like, oh man, this bode's messed up. It's not going to end well. So Lloyd is on the case, and apparently the call that was made to them was not made by any of the guards. So the freaking ghost must have called them. And then he went over there to investigate. Then we find out the armor of Azure. You're able to summon people from the ghostly realm or spirit realm. I guess they call it something else, but I rather just say spirit realm. So yeah, you had that going on, and the Night Watchman, yeah, I figured he got possessed. And Lloyd is actually targeted again. Yeah, this is like the second time Lloyd is targeted. I kind of forgot, was it the first time? Oh yeah, I remember the first time. The first time was when the techno guy, yeah, the evil dark dude, and yeah, the darkness came up, and he's like, I need Lloyd's power so I can become invincible. And that was going on. That was just all that was going on for that one. Now this time around, the dude actually succeeded in getting Lloyd. And we find out one thing is that as soon as Lloyd has been taken, the other four ninjas suffer for it. So that means that their powers are no more because the dude's possessing them. And apparently Lloyd has the freaking rings to this pony show. And as soon as he gets pissed off or something, he can just cut off their power automatically, which is like, man, that's some bull crap there. This is some messed up crap. Oh man, it's like the other elementals don't have to deal with that. How come these four have to depend on Lloyd to give them powers, to give them elemental powers back? That's kind of messed up, but sure, whatever. We'll allow you to screw them over and not everyone else. I mean, if one of them gets screwed over, all of them should get screwed over. Well, if four get screwed over, all of them should get screwed over. That is a argument for another time. Anyways, so we find out that wind beats Benjitsu, which that's interesting. So you're telling me this powerful element, which we find out that, yeah, I'm just gonna spoil it now. It's like, yeah, we find out that this element, wind, is powerful than Spinjitzu, which is, wow. Yeah, you had nothing before that, no element before could actually defeat Spinjitzu, but now apparently you have one. And you have Moro, who, yeah, so that's the person who is the master of wind, is Moro. And apparently Wu's staff is important. And it looks like the staff had secret writing that Wu didn't even notice. And of course, like I said, Moro, master of wind, the first pupil. Wow. The first pupil of Wu, actually. Yeah, this kind of follows the story of Ninja. Just the fact of this is his first pupil. He got done wrong with the first pupil, or technically it's like Kung Fu Panda in a way. Well, anyways, I know this is going to be long, so sorry about this long video, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this anyways. So we go to the next episode, episode 46. New intro. It has a cool remix. Very, very good. Definitely go check it out if you haven't. So Moro is on pursuit, and Moro might not have the potential to summon his elemental dragon. That's what I first thought. But then looking at Lloyd's dragon before getting possessed and after getting possessed, I guess chances are it seems like he can summon his elemental dragon. So Moro can summon his elemental dragon. It's just that he needs someone to help channel his powers. And it looks like for Moro, his standard color is light green, apparently. Yeah. So the ninjas have Takanas now, and Autopilot is an inflatable brown ninja. There's more hints of the green or red leader. Yeah, the fact that in the previous episode you had the cops, or it was cops, the police. They were like, who is actually the leader? Is it Lloyd or Kai? It's like, yeah. More butting heads of who actually is the real leader. And this, technically, I would say this is a homage to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as well. Just the fact of, well, technically the Green Ranger didn't become leader until he became the White Ranger. But still, it's like a big knock in the head saying, who is the real leader? Well, anyways. So intense battle on the ship, and then they journey to the journey to the tomb is something they have to go to. Falcon got upgraded, so it looks like he's able to become capsule form, and Zane is able to shoot the Falcon out, and he's able to use him, so that's cool. At least the Falcon is more compact now. Moro was the first pick of the Green Ninja. That was interesting. But the golden weapons revealed that nope, he's not a good choice. And he wants to prove his worth. Yes, he wants to prove his worthiness of being the Green Ninja, or at least technically just being a Green Ninja. But of course, along the way, he got corrupt. It's kind of just like the story of Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, the first pupil he had that he treated like a son and gave him high hopes, but yet he was not the dragon warrior. And because of that, he got super pissed off. Excuse me. So the cool biker dude, yeah, so cool, the minifigure of the biker dude from previous series 10, which I had it, I actually have it. He was featured in this episode, which that was like a big, oh, you guys shouldn't have. I have that. Anyways, his minions are able to customize just like the tech ninjas slash the ninjroids. Yeah, so they're able to customize any of the tech that they touch, like motorcycles, anything you can think of. Then we get introduced to air jitsu, and it turns out that the library has that scroll. But Ronin stole it. And Ronin is a very interesting character. I don't think I missed any episodes, but for some reason apparently, yeah, they're gonna have to do some side stories on this. Please do side stories so I can understand the story of Ronin, because just that little teeny tiny bit of, oh well, we captured him a few times before off screen, and yeah, now you just introduce this new character even though they found her before, but they did missions off screen for some reason. Yeah, so it would be nice to actually do a mini series of showing how Ronin was in their lives, at least, so we can get a little bit more of a gist to them. Whatever. Well, anyways, Mia is somewhat dissed. Just the fact of they said, yeah, you're gonna have to, yeah, stay back for a bit. I don't think this time, it's just full ninjas this time. Yeah, we don't need samurai, so stay back. And you have yak riding. I really hope they actually will make a Lego yak. That would be something cool. They look cool. So we have more leadership questioning. Yeah, so no one believes Kai should be the leader. So now they're going for 2 episodes, switch back and forth on who becomes a leader by testing out the waters. Yeah, so Kai's been dissed like before. And there's a secret apparently. And the secret is this: Mia is the master of water. Holy crap. But now this brings it, which is unbelievable, and hopefully I'll have an annotation that takes you to Just Too Good Eurobricks when he actually showed the activity booklet. But they have a dude that was master of water in the booklet. I guess I can understand the fact if they don't want to leak anything, but I would have rather they actually just had the new ninja there, so then later on they can reveal, holy crap, that ninja is Mia. Yeah, so it's like the big unbelievable thing, and then now we can understand one cool thing. Is the previous season before, we saw a lady who was able to use water. So chances are that is most likely the grandmother or descendant of Kai and Mia's, or ancestor, or maybe even it's their mom. Wow. Yeah, but still, what about the water dude? The water dude. Anyways, I figured it though. I figured that it was something like that, but I was thinking about their mother was the master of blizzards, even though technically Zane is able to summon snow in a way. So the ninjas versus the minion with the freaking bike, and not only he can do tech, but apparently animals and maybe humans can be manipulated by the ghost. But instead of turning into something souped up, they turn into ghosts themselves. So it's kind of, you have to be careful or you'll turn into a ghost if he slashes you. My goodness. So, yeah, and turns out they have to be in contact with the tech. So, as soon as he gets knocked off of the motorcycle, it turns back to normal. And now we find out that Mia is the game changer. Because what? Ghosts are defeated by water. Wow. Wow. I still have to say, though, the water ninja in the freaking booklet, it's like, but dude, you're throwing away that guy. Now we'll never know or understand that guy. I can understand that was just so you can be like, oh, he has to dodge water attacks, and he's getting trained by this guy and sparring. But I'm like, couldn't you have just told the dudes that's doing the activity booklet, hey, by the way, we need you to make a new ninja design. Here's the new ninja design. Don't show who it is. Don't say anything. Just say the water ninja. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. I don't care. I don't care. It's just that now you screwed over that dude. You screwed over the freaking dude. Anyways, episode 47. They made it to Styx, which is technically the Lego version of Pacific Town. If you don't know what Pacific Town is, basically that's in Hoenn of Pokemon. And that's like the place where it's nearby the big, unbelievable maze where you're able to get to the Reggies and unlock them. Also, that's where you can find Corsola. Anyways, so Kai is hesitant around water, apparently. Yeah, we saw that in the freaking activity booklet that you dissed that ninja guy in. Of course, we got to see Ronin, and wow, Ronin is wow. And then we have arrow blades. Yeah, so arrow blades help take out ghosts as well with special material. Mia starts her training. Elements can skip a generation, apparently. Samurai X is of the past. Mia has to be Mia now. So Wu has an elemental dragon. Yes, I saw it in a Lego set, but we didn't actually see it in person. Which technically it could have just saved that Lego set until right now. Yeah, release that right now. Now that makes sense. But releasing it like way in the beginning of the year, I was like, so are you guys cashing in on money, or is that a real thing? So we actually learned it's a real thing. Well, anyway, so Wu knows about the ghost weakness. The training is sped up because not only she actually has to become a master of her element, but she also has to know how to do spinjitzu as well, and also know how to summon her own dragon. Wow, that's like, yeah, that's like a crash course. My goodness. So basically what Ronin said is that for $400 you get to have the scroll, and they decided to complete the dock. Yeah, for dock, there's a job where you have to complete the dock, and if they do that, they get the money. Sadly, while doing that, Zane can't speak English now because his voice chip got destroyed or distorted, or language chip. And the dock job failed. Wow. And Kai is dissed yet again, / skipped as leader. Jay wants to steal it. So that's what we're going to do. And it looks like we found out that Moro is not the ringleader here. Mia's training continues. Mia's weakness is feeling weak, which that does make sense. That's a good idea. That does make sense. I figure that's how to win the bucket challenge. Yeah, so the bucket challenge is that you have to get you have to fill the bucket with water and you'll be done. I figured either A, take a lily pad, put the lily pad on the bottom of it, and then scoop it up and see if that works. And B would be, is that cheating if I just drop the bucket in the water and say, ta-da, there it is? And then I was like, oh, maybe it's number 3, the fact that she has to keep the water in the bucket with her elemental's powers. But that was one of my choosing, though. Alright, let's see. Soul Launcher, or Soul Arrow. It was Soul Archer, not Soul Launcher. Yeah, so you have that guy. Ronin stole Cole's dad's trophy, which was like, wow, that's messed up. And Moro, of course, got the scroll. My goodness. Episode 48. There's 2 ways to learn ninjutsu, apparently. Mia's training starts yet again. Ronin goes to the tea shop because previously, to get information of the second way to learn erjitsu, Kai had no choice but to actually give them 100% of their stock in the tea shop. So yeah, now Ronin goes to the tea shop, and I had two good quotes from him, actually. In life, there's always second chances, and everyone has something. That is just 2 good quotes that I thought was cool. So yeah, the second choice, besides getting the scroll already, is getting the scroll from the temple of Sensei Yang. Zane's voice is back. That's good. Jay fixed it. But now he is like Heidi Klum. I'm sorry. I just had to do it. That was just too funny. So this time Cole is in charge because the other two tried. They failed. But this time it's Cole. Meanwhile, Moro is trying to figure out the second symbol. And now the idea is the lost pupils. The fact that Sensei Yang, every time he taught a pupil, they ran away. But, anyways, Zane caught Cole. Zane actually punked Cole in the fact of making him think that there was a ghost in the clock. Godfather clock. That was a good one. And then Ronan is trying to make it productive. Yeah, over there in the tea shop. He's doing stuff. Mia tries to go, and she does by bribing Ronan. Yang tests the team secretly. I figured, yeah. And then Ronan and Mia are together. Moro is raiding Mia's HQ. Mia tries to ward him off. Ronan finally helps after hesitance. The fact of Soul Archer over there. Actually, he has a debt to pay to him, or he turns ghost. Yeah, which brings the idea of, yes, one touch and you're ghost, apparently. Mia loses her mechs, or at least one of them. No, they lost two. Saved by the rain. Though, actually, Mia did it. Apparently, Sensei Yang kept his pupils. But at least they got the scroll. And then Cole for the shock of his life. Just like in that Haunted Hour episode with Fear of Clowns. I think that was what it was called. Yeah, he turns into his fear. He became his fear. He's now a ghost. Dum, dum, dum. Alright, last one. Last but not least, the last episode of last week is... they're trying to do air jitsu. They get new suits. This time there's going to be ghost protected. Cole is dealing with being a ghost. There's a sword in the cloud. That's the second clue. Zane's voice is now piratey. My goodness. Cloud Kingdom Sword of Sanctuary is what the second clue is pointing at. And this is a question for me. It's just the fact of, you're calling her the Water Ninja, not the Magenta Ninja? Why not? Why not call her Magenta? Or Scarlet Ninja. Is either magenta color or scarlet color. I'm not sure. I think it might be scarlet. Well, anyways, it turns out that the master of Moro and everyone else that's a minion of Moro is actually a she. So it's a she, and then you had to climb to the mountain. The race to the mountain to get to that portal. Of course, along the way there was some fighting. Cole actually had to get used to being a ghost, and he finally did. And then, the whole teamwork and, buddy, I got your back and everything. And then also the parallel universe stuff. That's something interesting, a parallel universe. I wonder how they're going to use that concept later on. But for right now, we got the parallel universe, and they made it in. So first one technically they were able to get, they both have one. Because the first things first was the whole getting the scroll. Then after that was getting the sword of Sanctuary, which now the ninjas actually have it. So one, I don't even know how to count this. But anyways, yeah, so ninjas got one. Now the third one is going to be something that they're going to try to get. But of course, I bet chances are freaking Moro is going to get that sword somehow. Let's just say it. He's going to get the sword somehow. Well, anyways, I think that's about all that you need to know about the first recap of Ninjago. I don't know what season to call this, but this is the latest season of 2015. Anyways, thank you for watching, and of course, if you have any questions, anything to add to this, definitely put it down below, and share this. And of course, hopefully I put down in descriptions all of the list of the elemental powers, which is very, very crappy, and I'm going to say this last time before I leave, is Why you diss the water ninja, man? Why did you diss the water dude ninja? Why? Why did you diss him?